Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Kabir Considers. In this video, we're going to react to 9 riddles that only high IQ people can score. Now, this should be a fun video. Riddles I'm okay at, but I need like time. Whereas this video, I think they're only going to give us like 20 seconds per riddle to like solve it. And you know, it's when it comes to like pressure like that, especially because, you know, I'm not just sitting here, you know, at my leisure, like trying to solve these riddles. I'm like filming a video as well. So I'm probably going to get like 0 out of these 9. But let me know in the comments if you manage to solve any of them in the time slot. I'll be impressed by that.
Alrighty then, it's time to twist your brain one more time. 9 riddles only people with high IQs can solve. Maybe some week we'll do riddles for dummies, but for now, are you ready for a new portion of mind-blowing riddles to solve, which you'll need to apply all your logic and detective skills? That's a tough challenge, but if you're up to it, let's start. After each riddle, you'll have 20 seconds to find a solution. However, if you need more time, don't be too shy, simply pause the video.
No, we're not going to pause. No pause.
Alright, riddle number 1. Your task is the following. Empty 1 jar of milk and 1 jar of water into a bowl. Oh wait, you couldn't think this would be that simple. There are several conditions. You must be able to differentiate between the milk and the water. You can separate the milk from the water. And finally, you aren't allowed to use any kinds of dividers to keep these two liquids apart. Wow, that's a task even Cinderella didn't have to deal with. Will you be able to figure out how to separate the inseparable? 20 seconds for you to do this.
You could freeze them, couldn't you? If you froze the milk and the water, you could then put them both. But then how would you empty them? Maybe slice the container and put the insides, the frozen liquid, in the bowl?
In fact, all you need to do is to pour the water into the bowl first and freeze it.
Right.
Then after that, just add the milk.
So I wasn't
and then you
too
have
far.
Milk on the rocks.
I wasn't too far away.
Riddle number 2. There's a magician famous for the tricks he performs. One of such tricks is staying under the water for 10 minutes. However, one day, John Smart challenges the magician, saying that he will stay under the water for 2 minutes longer. To say that the magician is surprised is to say nothing. He accepts the bet and promises John to give him $5,000 if he does beat the record. All in all, John wins and gets his money. How does he manage to do this? Do you think that John could be practicing not to breathe underwater since childhood? Or perhaps he's an amphibian? What's your idea? You have 20 seconds to make up your mind.
2 minutes. How did he do that? Gosh. How did he manage to hold his breath? Nah, this one has got me for a. I can't think of anything.
Well, to tell you the truth, John was cheating just a bit. He took a glass, filled it with water, and held it over his head for 12 minutes. Yep, always read the fine print on the contracts you sign.
I wouldn't have got that one.
Riddle number 3.
Even with an hour.
Sam Princeton is so unhappy with his life, so frustrated with his boss picking at him, and so angry with himself for being too weak to leave his job and start a new life, that he shoots himself right between his eyes in the bathroom.
Oh my god.
The bullets are real. The revolver is real as well. However, in just a second, Sam goes out of the bathroom alive and unharmed. How is it possible? That's not a piece of cake. Or perhaps you've already figured it out. If not, you still have 20 seconds to use.
So he shot his reflection, didn't he? That must be it. Like, he didn't shoot himself. That's my guess. Let's see.
The thing is that Sam didn't shoot at his real self. He shot his reflection in the mirror.
Nice. Get in there. We finally
Riddle
got one.
number 4. In the city where people are keen on brain teasers and riddles, 4% of people don't list their phone numbers. So, if we select 40 random people from the phone directory, how many of them will have unlisted numbers? Oops.
Oh my God.
Seems you'll have to apply some knowledge of mathematics here.
Hold on.
20 seconds.
No. Let's
4%.
start that again. Let's start that again.
Riddle number 4. In the city where people are keen on brain teasers and riddles, 4% of people don't list their phone numbers.
Okay.
So, if we select 40 random people from the phone directory, how many of them will have unlisted numbers? Oops. Seems you'll have to apply some knowledge of mathematics here.
So
20 seconds to refresh
of 40.
everything you've ever learned.
So 10% of 40 is 4. That means 5% is 2. So it's about 1.8. Yeah, it's about 1.8 people. Yeah, it's about 1.8, something like that.
The answer may make you indignant. You've opened your math school books after all, but it's 0%. If the numbers of these 40 people are in the phone directory, they are already listed by default.
Fair play.
Riddle number 5. You have 7 guests at your birthday party, and you've got to figure out how to cut your round birthday cake only 3 times to make 8 equal-sized slices. 7 for your guests and 1 for you, of course.
It's way too early for this, man. Way too early.
Time's a ticking,
Hold
and
on
your
a minute. Hold
birthday
on.
party is 40 people.
So you have 7 guests.
Riddle number 5. You have 7 guests at your birthday party,
7 guests.
and you've got to figure out how to cut your round birthday cake only 3 times to make 8 equal-sized slices. 7 for your guests and 1 for you, of course. Time's a ticking, and your guests are waiting for their cake, so get going.
How? Oh my God. Because if you cut... if you cut it 3 times, so you've got half, then you've got quarters, but then you'll only have 6 pieces. Oh my God.
Answer? Well, first off, you have to cut vertically right down the middle of the cake to make 2 equal pieces.
Right.
Do the same thing, but this time horizontally to make 4 slices.
Right.
Your third and final cut should be laterally across the cake, which will quickly turn your 4 slices into 8. So how'd you do on this one?
Very good.
No worries, we still got tons more.
Very good.
Riddle number 6. A blind man had been dreaming of being able to see again for many years. This had been his biggest wish. After some time, his doctor confirmed that he could have an operation that would solve his problem. The man couldn't be happier. The surgery went well, and the man took the train to go home. The doctor allowed him to take his bandages off 3 hours after the operation. So the man was so impatient that he did this while still on the train. But as soon as he finished, he committed a suicide jumping off the train. His operation was successful, so why did he do this? 20 seconds for you to solve this mystery.
Oh my God. Oh my God. He must have been on the train. He wasn't actually on the train, was he? Maybe he was like standing on top of the train or something like that.
Why could a man whose dream has come true kill himself? In fact, it was a tragic coincidence. When the man opened his bandages, the train was going through a dark tunnel. That's why the man thought he was still blind and killed himself.
What?
Riddle number 7.
These are crazy.
Your friend asks you for a favor and gives you $5 asking you to buy something to eat, something to drink, something to feed his cow with, and something to plant in his garden. At the same time, you're allowed to buy just one thing. What are you going to buy? To eat?
It would be helpful.
something to drink,
so something to eat,
something to feed his cow with, and something to plant in his garden. At the same time, you're allowed to buy just one thing. What are you going to buy? To eat, to drink, to feed the cow, and to plant? Wow, doesn't your friend think that's a little bit too much? Do you know the solution to his riddle? If not yet, you still have 20 seconds.
sunflowers. You can make sunflower oil. You could feed the cow sunflower seeds. You could plant sunflower seeds. And you can eat sunflower seeds. I'm trying to think what to buy. Water? Eat ice cubes, drink water, feed. I don't know. It's either, I don't know. Not a clue. Let's see here.
You can go and buy a watermelon. You can eat it, you can drink it, you can feed the cow with the rinds, and as for the watermelon seeds, you can easily plant them in the garden.
Man, oh man.
Riddle number 8. Once a king sentenced a man to death for a crime he had committed. However, the king was a kind man, so he allowed the man to choose the way he would prefer to die. But the man was clever and managed to say something that saved him from the capital punishment. Which death did he choose? You have only 20 seconds to figure it out, but if you need more time, don't forget, you can pause the video.
My God. That kept him alive. Exile? Drowning, maybe? Because he could swim? Or hold his breath?
Well, being a clever man, the culprit chose to die of old age.
These aren't
Riddle
easy
number
at all,
9.
are they?
Two men are
How many of you guys got out of 10? Let me know. Out of 9. I've got 1, right?
standing on the edge of an abyss on a wood board. One of them is holding a gun and wants to shoot the other one. But if the second guy falls down, the first one will fall into the abyss. Is there a possible way for one of them to survive? Who will actually die? 20 seconds for you to solve this dilemma.
I mean, this guy needs to just walk off, doesn't he? Walk off the plank. Right? Just step to the side. I mean, that's my guess. I can't think of any other scenario.
In fact, the thing is that the answers to this riddle are too diverse, and everyone just thinks differently. So, what is your idea?
What?
We hate to leave you hanging over the abyss, but hey, it's what we do sometimes. Share your guesses with us in the comments.
So 1 out of 9. I mean, I kind of got the Frozen one half right, so I give myself 1.5 out of 9, which would be a big fat F. That was terrible. I mean, my performance was not good. But then again, those questions weren't very easy, were they? They were kind of. Maybe it's just because I've not done a riddle in such a long time. I'm just out of practice, but yeah, I should have done better than that. What did you guys get? Let me know if you got any right. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.